How do you find and interview an RV inspector? Those are the topics of today's video. Here are some questions you should be asking.
People have been asking us, what do we ask in order to be able to
Find the perfect RV inspector for us.
or judge the perfect inspector for you?
The first thing you want to do is go to the nrvia.org website. Put in your zip code. There is a locator pin there, and you can open up the pin from 50 to 250 miles. Open it up to 250 miles. Give yourself some options so that you can call and interview. Here are some questions you should be asking.
First of all, you can ask them about their background. Where do they come from? What's their previous job? If they were a secretary in an office and all of a sudden they like the RV lifestyle and I'm going to become an inspector because I liked RVing last weekend.
How important are your credentials? And what exactly do all these credentials mean?
So remember, and do never forget, even a doctor or doctors that graduated years ago, months ago, weeks ago, they're all different. All of them, even if they have their big word at the end of their name and their big credentials meaning whatever they studied, whatever they looked at, they all have the same base to go with, which come back to point number one. What did you used to do? Where do you come from? What's your knowledge in this particular area?
All doctors are not created equal. Same with RV inspectors. They're not all created equal.
So here's another one for you. I'd like you to ask this potential inspector, where do you stand within the RV industry? Are you for the manufacturer? Are you for the dealership? Are you for the customer? Listen to your questions answered by this potential inspector. That should give you a good idea of what you're looking for and maybe a vibe of how they're coming across. Do you believe in the product or the people? There's another question. So you're asking this potential inspector, what do you believe in the RV industry? The manufacturer? The dealership? The people that are buying? The people who want the experience? Or the people who actually want to make money? Right there, you're going to hit a chord with that person. You'll see where they come from the industry. If the industry was so great, the RV industry, why would we need an inspector?
Good thinking. Another great question to ask is, do you do RV inspection full-time or part-time? There's a big difference between inspectors that are out there doing this full-time, making a living, or people that are just weekenders every once in a while thinking they want to go out there and do an RV inspection. Really listen to that RV inspector when you ask them if they do this full-time or part-time.
A lot of people went into this industry, this inspection industry, for the wrong reasons. For the part-time revenue that it would bring, or for the, oh, everybody's buying a camper now, so I'm going to go into that industry. So there's a lot of potential. So full-time or part-time is the question. And it is a great question, I think.
The next question to ask is, what's your relationship with RV dealerships? Are you working for the dealership or are you working for me, your customer? That's the question, and you want to listen in detail to how they answer that question. And if there's any hesitation, there shouldn't be any hesitation. We work for you at Blue Ox.
That's how the wet noodle came out of one of our customers' mouth. Talking to some of these inspectors, that's exactly the feeling that this customer had. So I love that term because it does reflect some of them inspectors that we actually know.
Another great question to ask that potential RV inspector, do you own an RV? How long have you been RVing? These are great questions. It kind of gives you an idea on how much they might know about the industry and how helpful they'll be for you, especially if you are a newbie or maybe you are seasoned, but you still have questions.
So the next question you could ask is, how much are you driven to find something? That means a lot, meaning you're actually asking them, challenging them to say, what are you looking for? without saying what are you looking for, because then they would go to the point of inspection, blah, blah, blah. No, you're asking, are you trying to find something or you're just going through your list?
This guy, he's the RV dog. He is a dog chasing a bone, and he will find that bone. That's the kind of inspector you want.
Exactly.
Someone who's working for you.
That's what I think. Tell me in the comment below. What do you want? A wet noodle or a dog after a bone?
Just comment C4BO, or today you can comment a dog with a bone.
So here's another scenario, another question. You can ask them directly. If I was asking you to do an inspection this way, this is what I want you to look for, these are the points I want you to check, how would you respond? Right there you'll see if it's a yes sir or yes ma'am. Do you want a yes person? I don't know about you. I'm a little bit more assertive in life, and I don't like people who just say, yeah, I'll do anything to make $1. That's what I hear if you ask that question and they come up and start skipping around and play the smallest violin in the world. That gives you, in my book, another bow to your arrow of judging that particular person. Remember earlier we talked about credentials? Because some people put a lot of emphasis on their credentials, meaning they've been in this industry for 25 years. For me, it doesn't matter if that person has been out for the last 3 months, 6 months, 5 years, 2 years, 7 years. You are who you are, and you don't know what you don't know. And we're back to the doctors again. It's not because you graduated that you're a good doctor. This is your job to try to find, try to read through this person you're talking to if they do have credential, if they are going after a bone. Credentials for me means absolutely zippo. The only advantage that you have with a credential is that you're part of an association. Part of an association doesn't make you good. Just saying. That's 2 cents that I just wanted to throw in there. So in recap, you got to ask about their background, their profession, where they come from.
Don't forget to ask, where do you stand with this RV industry? Do you believe in the product, or do you believe in the people?
Are you doing this part-time or are you doing this full-time?
What's your relationship with the dealer? Are you working for me, or are you working for the dealer?
Do you own an RV? Oh, isn't that funny? We see that a lot. Even in dealerships, a lot of people that work there, from finance to sales to management, they don't even own an RV. Just saying. How good will your inspector be if he doesn't even know about the lifestyle itself?
Are you driven like a dog chasing a bone?
And again, you don't want a yes ma'am or yes sir, I think. If you like that kind of personality, well, you married with them and they're going to deliver what you were looking for.
So remember, go to the nrvia.org, put in your zip code, open up that locator to 250 miles to give you an array of RV inspectors that you can actually interview. 21 years ago, when Pierre and I formed Blue Ox Enterprise, we had one motto, and we still stand by it today. No bull, because we tell you the facts. So remember, and do never forget, it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey.
Oh,
And he
you
says
can't
I
say
can't,
that.
so I'm
No.
going to cut it out.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
2 weeks you
Sorry,
can't
Joel.
say that.
I was kind of coming
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
something for
exactly.
you, Joel.
Yeah, send that
Sorry.
to him.
Now he's freaking kind of
We can't.
f***ing it up, you know, so
Yeah.
sorry.
To doing this. Well, don't be called by the blah, did. I don't know what the to say.
Because you don't have to say too much.